clearing out the closet 2024. Things are moving really well, way better than I thought they would, but I'm taking how can I say this? I'm trying to maximize everything that I can. So really appreciative for anyone who follows me on Instagram at talkstopwith.tj. You guys certainly helped me move quite a few initial pairs out of my collection. And then I'm posting either on, different resale sites. It could be Poshmark, it can be Grailed, to get some of the essentials items out of my closet. And I know some people are like, oh my goodness, you're really letting go of essentials items. Yes, I am. One, you only need so many actual essentials in your closet. And I admittedly fell into the trap of, at one point it was difficult for you to get your hands on those items, and then they were full price, and then you would catch sales on Essence or PacSun and wherever, like Feature, Mr. Porter, and so you scoop those items up only to realize that, like, oh, it was on sale, so you bought them, but like, did you need them? Have you worn them? Absolutely not. I had not. Like, there's a pair of sweatpants I gave away. Do you guys remember, like, the oak pair? I believe it had the flock design lower on the leg. They were a size medium. I got them on deep discount. I never even got around to wearing them past the video, so absolutely gave them to someone else. I really hope that she enjoys them. I was like, just cover shipping. They are all yours. Brand new pair of sweatpants. So gotta do better, and I am doing better, right? I'm trying to withhold on really any more clothing pickups in the month of March, and that should be relatively easy outside of like maybe one or two carts where I've diligently been waiting for something to go on sale, but otherwise I'm good. There's clothing everywhere, okay? I'm good, and I'm continuously giving away bags and bags of clothes to friends and their kids and families that they help through their church or just through people they may know. So it's going well there, but there are some pairs and just some clothing items, right, where it may not be their style or something, or I just want to move them a different way, right? Can I get a little bit something back? And I certainly can. So it really depends on your area, right? And for some people, you are looking maybe to get as close to what you paid for it. I'm not that person anymore. I have said this in a previous video. I am starting to live by the fact that the money was wasted when you bought the item, not when you get rid of it. And getting back, I don't know, 40 to 60%, 60% max sometimes, it's like, hey, that's a win. That is a win for me. So being able to get something back for some items, that's where I am. So you may have like a Plato's Closet. There's also something, right, Uptown Cheapskate. It just really depends on where you may be. But having access to a place like that, it's pretty easy for me to go ahead and offload some things. So that's one of the avenues that I've actually been clearing out my closet. If it's a pair that I really don't think is going to move like that, because there's not a lot to get out of it, but maybe I'm just like, hey, give me a few bucks or something back. And there are some things that even if you think they will move relatively easy, my goodness, they don't. They just don't, right? I'll give you an example. The Fear of God Skate Mid. You guys remember when I bought that shoe? Okay, I didn't pay retail for it, thank goodness, because that was like a $500 or $600 sneaker. Did not pay retail for that. I think I picked it up on eBay, maybe. So, good looking pair, but I never really got around to wearing them. I bought them, I think, like a few sizes, also like a size or two too big, but they still worked with double insoles. I don't understand why we do the things we do in sneakers. I digress, but whatever. I wasn't wearing that pair. The Fear of God long coat. Do we remember that? Yeah, I was inspired by some looks that I saw. I went a whole like fall and winter not touching it to actually wear outside. So that's on me. Lesson learned. And then when I picked up the Fear of God Essentials sweat shorts, right, I had them in different colors. And the colorways that I tend to wear the most are the olive green, go figure, the dark heather oatmeal, and then the black ones that I have. And then I have like warrior sweat shorts that I wear on a very consistent basis in a minimal pair. I was just buying stuff because, oh, I had access to it and it was on sale. And it's a trap a lot of us fall into. So I took those items up there initially just to see like, hey, how is this going to go? So they do have a policy though, where if it's an item that is higher resale, right, and it could possibly come back as inauthentic, they make you sign a form that actually says if it does come back inauthentic, you pay them $30. So, like, I had never heard that before, but, like, I totally get it, totally understand, right? I think you have to pay, like, a restock fee or something, right, on some of the actual resale sites we're known to frequent in relation to sneakers. So that was something very new, but I said, hey, like, I know my stuff is authentic, so go ahead, take it. So they run their checks. I am not sure, I'll say this, I'm not sure if they go through, like, if they use check, check or legit check, they have to use some type of apps. I really do, because they were taking pictures and on a phone. So I'm guessing they use some kind of app service to be able to legit check, which, I mean, a lot of these companies end up doing that themselves, or resale shops. Like, we know that. So it's just part of what happens. But they check, run it through, and then of course they give you the option. They let you know ahead of time, this is the cash that you'll be offered. Or you can always get, I think, 25% more if you want to take in-store credit. I don't want in-store credit. I'm not trying to continue to buy things that like I don't need, or I don't have a gap in my closet or something I need to fill. No, thank you. I don't want the extra. Okay, just provide me the cash. So the skate mitt, the coat, the sweat shorts, those were gone. And then I said, hey, well, here are some shoes that I know are not going to move. Do you guys remember the Vans, like the Custom Warriors? They were great to have, but the fact that the paint wasn't protected or sealed, it was cracking, so I really wasn't wearing them. Took those up there. The all-white Converse Chuck Taylor, because I have the red one. I really see myself wearing that one more long-term, so didn't need the white one as well. And I also took up there the Air Max 270 React, the white baby blue pair, had like the orange detailing on the tongue. I paid close to nothing, I think, for them, because I got them when I was working at Kids Foot Locker. So I took that up there with a whole like bag of clothes that I needed to get rid of. Most of the clothes they took, and those shoes, and then whatever they didn't take, I actually gave to my friend to be able to give to some children and families that she's helping out. So I still got those items moved out of my closet, but that is certainly an avenue for me. Now, the one thing that I didn't expect to see, the pairs that were in there, right? So let's just go ahead. This isn't something I normally do, right? But let's just go ahead and take a look at the pairs that were present really fast before we get out of here. First up, a pair of Air Jordan 13s, $110. Do you guys remember the red Flints? Like, I know they fizzled out and people quickly forgot about them, but I think this is still a really good 13. And then the Air Jordan 11 Low. Now, this is just based on the condition. This is just for me, okay? Just for me, like, not necessarily, you know, the price point that I would pay based on what I saw. Now, a pair of Timbs for $55, not bad whatsoever. I don't think that's bad. These were not in too bad of a condition. It will be subjective. Now, these here were in great condition. $180. Black patent leather. When it comes to patent leather on Jordan 1s or just sneakers in general, some people are for all patent leather. I have the reimagined bread ones. Some are not for it. You got a LeBron. One thing about bronze, okay, they will hold up over time. I love the all over multicolor fly knit. That was always one of my favorite things. And then you can just browse and see some of the sneakers now. Some of them are in quite worn condition. You have the Maroon 6. This is a pair myself I'm getting rid of. I wouldn't be able to charge $160 for them. I tried that on Instagram stories. It did not work well. So trust me, when I finally post them, they'll be dropped quite low. We got an Air Jordan 7. Fun fact, I still have never owned a 7, but for $80 based on the condition of this pair, I don't think too bad. They were in, again, pretty good shape. And then the Brotherhood ones, the Chaos this cost for no real logical reason that's affected any of us 5 years later, but $60. That was probably the steal of the entire store, just from the pairs that I saw while browsing around. This colorway is not something that I think most of us wear on a consistent basis, though, so hey, keep that in mind or take that into consideration. Who remembers these, right? The some people call them like the cornbread lows. You guys are wild for that. 11 lows just don't work well for my feet. They don't. Also, the price point on these, why? I am curious, why is there a $230 price point on these? And then finally $200 for this Jordan 1 mid here. Patent leather. Now this was dead stock, as you can see, wasn't even laced up. So something to keep in mind if you browse around places like this, you may find some shoes that are dead stock. So at least you know that you're getting a brand new pair a little bit higher than what Jordan 1 mids cost. Thank you guys so much for any videos you've tuned into, certainly for your support on this diligent effort in 2024 to clear out a lot of pairs that are just not being worn. Like, it's March, right? So this is Air Max month. I actually shipped off a Vapor Max that I wasn't wearing, and my friend ended up reaching out because she was like, no, I don't need to have anything. I don't need to pay anything right now. And I'm just like, one, I'm not going to charge you. You're one of my closest friends, right? Two, I'm like, I have like the OG, the Platinum, and here's the thing. I don't wear it, but she loves Vapor Max. Her husband loves Vapor Max, so I'm pretty sure I'm just going to move this over to her. That's another pair cleared out of the closet, and I'm continuing on this with clothing, with shoes. Sometimes, I'm going to take a step back, take a little bit of a break, but I will continue my efforts here. So if you're on the same path, just know that we are in this together. Really hope it's all working out for you well, and I appreciate you tuning in. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.